Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be doing a short answer question for 3 marks from the Cbse 2025 board paper. Okay, so let's get to the question. Find a relation between x and y such that p x comma y is equidistant from the points A 3, 5 and B 7, 1. Hence, write the coordinates of the points on the x-axis and y-axis which are equidistant from points A and B. Okay, now so let's try to solve this question. Now, a common mistake which kids normally make while doing these kind of questions is that they'll assume that this point P x comma y is the midpoint of AB. Okay, but if a point P is equidistant from A and B, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a midpoint. It could be any point outside it, like for instance this point, which may be equidistant from A and B. Okay, so that is, they've given you the coordinates of A in the question as 3, 5 and the coordinates of B is given as 7, 1 and the coordinates of P is given as x, y. Okay, so as they've mentioned in the question, this point P is equidistant from A and B, which means the length PA should be equal to PB. Okay, so let's try to find out the length of PA by using distance formula. So we know that length of PA is equal to root of x2 minus x1 plus the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, so here the value of x2, x1, y2, y1 etc. can be taken from the 2 points P and A. Okay, so let's try to substitute or replace the values. We know the value of x2 is going to be 3, that is the x coordinate of point A here. And the value of x1 is x, y2 is 5 and y1 is y. Okay, so let me just substitute these values. So 3 minus x the whole squared plus 5 minus y the whole squared. So that would be equal to 9 minus 6x plus x squared plus 25 minus 10y plus y squared. Let me add up 9 and 25 together and I would get 34 plus x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y. Okay, now let's try to find out the length of PB. Okay, so PB, length of PB, again by distance formula, would be equal to, this time I would take the value of x2, x1, y2, y1 from the 2 points P and B. Okay, so x2 would be the coordinate of, the x coordinate of point B, and the value of x1 will be the x coordinate of point P. Y2 will be the y coordinate of point B and y1 will be the y coordinate of point P. Okay, so let's substitute these values. So we would have 7 minus x the whole squared plus y1 minus y the whole squared. So that would be root of 49 minus 14x plus x squared plus 1 minus 2y plus y squared. Now let me add up 49 and 1 together and I would have 50 plus x squared plus y squared minus 14x minus 2y, all within the root. Now, because they've mentioned in the question that P of xy is equidistant from these 2 points, that means that PA, length PA will be equal to PB. What do you mean by equidistant? It means that it is at equal distances. Okay, so the lengths will be the same. So that means I know that root of 34 plus x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y is equal to square root of 50 plus x squared plus y squared minus 14x minus 2y. Okay, now let's square both sides. So we would get 34 plus x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y is equal to 50 plus x squared plus y squared minus 14x minus 2y. Okay, now let's cancel out the common terms from both sides. We know that x squared is there on both sides and y squared on both sides. So let me just strike them out and I would get 34 minus 6x minus 10y as equal to 50 minus 14x minus 2y. Okay, now let's bring all the terms to one side. So I would have 14x minus 6x minus 10y plus 2y plus 34 minus 50 is equal to 0. Which gives me 8x minus 8y minus 16 equal to 0. Let me divide throughout with 8 and I would get x minus y minus 2 equal to 0, or the value of x minus y becomes 2. Okay, so that we have answered the first part to the question. We have formed the relation between x and y. We have found the relation between x and y such that the point P is equidistant from A and B. Now in the second part to the question, they've asked you to find out, write the coordinates of the point on the x-axis and the y-axis which are equidistant from A and B. Okay, now any point on the x-axis would be point equidistant from the x-axis. No, sorry, point on the x-axis. Point on the x-axis which is equidistant from A and B will be x comma 0. So we also know this relation x minus y equal to 2. So in this, let me substitute the value of y as 0 and the value of x remains as x. So x minus 0 equal to 2, which gives me x is equal to 2. Therefore, the point is 2 comma 0. Now let's find the point on the y-axis. Point on the y-axis which is equidistant from A and B will be, any point on the y-axis is of the format 0 comma y. Now again, let's substitute it in the relation x minus y equal to 2. So let me substitute x as 0 minus y equal to 2, which gives me the value of y as minus 2. Therefore, the point is 0 comma minus 2. If you have a math question that you'd like me to cover, drop it in the comments and I'll be happy to do a video just for you. Also, if you like my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.